Emeka was a proud father who had high hopes for Chike, hoping that he would one day take over the family farm and continue the legacy that had been passed down through generations. Sometimes, parents are disappointed by their children, and this hurts so much. Here is the story of Emeka and Chike, his son. Emeka was a hardworking man in his mid-30s, living in a small village in Nigeria. He was a farmer who worked tirelessly to provide for his family, which consisted of his wife, Kechi, and his only son, Chike. Emeka was a proud father who had high hopes for Chike, hoping that he would one day take over the family farm and continue the legacy that had been passed down through generations. Chike was a bright and energetic young boy who was always eager to help his father out in the farm. Despite his young age, Chike had a natural talent for farming and seemed to have a deep connection with the land. Emeka was proud of his son and often boasted to his neighbors about how Chike was destined for greatness. However, as Chike grew older, Emeka began to notice a change in his son. He started to become more rebellious and they would often sneak off with his friends instead of helping out on the farm. Emeka tried to discipline Chike, but his efforts seemed to fall on deaf ears. As Chike continued to neglect his responsibilities, Emeka's frustration grew. He found himself becoming more and more disappointed in his son. One day, after catching Chike sneaking off once again, Emeka's anger reached a boiling point. He dragged Chike back to the farm and began to beat him with a thick wooden stick. Chike cried out in pain, begging his father to stop, but Emeka was blinded by his rage. He continued to pound on his son, not stopping until he was completely exhausted. When Emeka finally came to his senses, he was horrified by what he had done. He dropped the stick and fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. Chike lay on the ground, bruised and blood-eyed, struggling to catch his breath. Emeka realized then the gravity of his actions and the damage he had caused to his son. From that day on, everything changed between Emeka and Chike. The once loving and caring father-son relationship was shattered, replaced by a cold and tense atmosphere. Emeka tried to make amends with Chike, but the damage had been done. Chike withdrew into himself, keeping his distance from his father and avoiding any interaction with him. As the days passed, Emeka saw the toll his actions had taken on his son. Chike became distant and sullen, no longer displaying the same enthusiasm for farming that he once had. Emeka felt a deep sense of guilt and regret, knowing that he had irreparably damaged the bond between them. One day, as Emeka was out working in the field, he saw Chike standing at the edge of the farm, gazing out in the distance. Emeka approached his son tentatively. Unsure of how to make things right, Chike turned to look at his father, his eyes filled with a mix of anger and hurt. "I'm sorry, son," Emeka began, his voice filled with emotions. "I was wrong to have hurt you like that. I let my anger get the best of me, and I regret every day." Chike remained silent, his expression unreadable. After a long moment, he spoke, his voice barely above a whisper. "I forgive you, father, but things will never be the same between us." Emeka felt a pang of sorrow in his heart, knowing that he had lost something precious that day. He watched as Chike turned and walked away, disappearing into the distance. Emeka knew then that he had lost not only his son, but also a part of himself. As the years passed, Emeka continued to work on the farm, his heart heavy with regret. he never stopped thinking about Chike and the damage he had caused. He vowed to never let his anger control him again, knowing that the price of his actions was too high to bear. And though Chike was no longer by his side, Emeka found a solace in the knowledge that his son was alive and well, living his own life far away from the pain and the scars of the past. Emeka hoped that one day Chike would find it in his heart to forgive him completely, and that they could once again be the laughing father and the son that they had once were. But until then, Emeka would carry the weight of his mistake and a constant reminder of the day he pounded his only son alive. Thanks for walking along with me. In case you are new here, consider subscribing into our channel. Let's know what you have learned in the comment section. I'm your one and only MC Robbie and the king of good vibes.